Welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, the only, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyholic. I am, of course, the Mad Montreal Man, and, well, we're continuing with this Batman series, as promised. We'll be doing the Batman Azrael today, and before someone says anything that you're tired of Batmans, that's all I've got right now. Okay, and I know the 1980s George Perez Wonder Woman's out in the States, or people are calling it the big hair Wonder Woman, is out in the States, so is the Poison Ivy, but this is Canada. And the bad news is, if you're in Canada, you have to wait maybe a month to 2 months to get them in the stores here. So you're going to have to wait. If you want to watch me review them, you're going to have to wait till I get them, or send me one. Simple as that. If you're in the States and you want me to review them, send them to me. Same with the Mattel line. I've yet to find them anywhere. But I'm getting off the track there. As I promised, we're doing Batman Azrael from Detective Comics 667. And I don't know if it's me, and after I take him out of the package, I will be comparing him to the other Batman Azrael armors we've had before, because I still think that head is smaller than the previous heads we've had on the other ones. And there's only one way to find out. I have to get my good friend, the enemy of all mint and package. He is the steel blade of justice. It's Dr. Scalpel. Oh, so shiny. So sharp. Dr. Scalpel. Sorry, I got lost in the blade for a second there. And let's take Azrael out. And let's see if the head is the same size as the others, or am I right, the head's smaller. Now, I do like the fact they got the colors right. But let's finish taking Batman Azrael out of the package, throw in a close-up, and we'll see what I think of that head. Is it smaller than the others? Let's find out. Let's talk what he comes with. He comes with the base. He comes with the card. That is it. No spare hands, nothing else at all. Well, you saw on the close-up, the head does seem to, well, resemble the artwork. It's a small head on a big body. But just for the comparison's sake, I'm going to throw in a close-up of this Batman. The colors are right, though, compared to the other Batman Azraels, and we'll see if I'm right and that head is smaller. Let's find out. Oh, yeah. Judge for yourselves. Here's the Batman Azrael we got way back when with that pale blue and gray. Here's the color-corrected Batman, and yeah, this head is definitely smaller. And just to make sure it's not just a fluke, let's take a look at the, well, you saw him in the close-up anyway. The black and gold, yeah, this head is definitely a smaller head than the other Azraels, and part of me is disappointed in that. Mostly because I'm looking at this head, I took a quick look at the, well, did you guys pick up the Batman Superman composite with the red helmet? That's the same head. That is the same head as the red one that you find in the Batman Superman World's Finest composite. I am kind of disappointed in the size of the head. I wish I had that size head on this body in that right color. Hopefully, someone who does custom heads, for example, there's a person in the links, I always say that this person does custom heads. Maybe that person will be nice enough to send me a proper size head in that color. I would love to do that. I would love to review that as well. But yeah, let's get back on topic. The figure himself, I like the fact that the colors are actually the comic book colors. I do like that, even though the blue is a bit off. It's a bit of a darker blue, but it's close enough. It's close enough. You know, the gold is nice. It's there. I mean, this is definitely another Batman Azrael. My preference, though, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I kind of still like the black and gold over this guy. But if I had to rank them, well, he's front of the shelf. I don't know, side by side behind him, or maybe slightly back, just because this way the head seems more proportionate when he's further back. Yeah, disappointed in the head. And just it's the only thing really about this thing that let me down is the size of that head is smaller. And I did take a look at some other of these that were in packages, at least in Canada. They all have the same size head. They don't have that head. They've got this one. Disappointed in that a little bit, but I'm happy we got the figure. Just, I don't know. Guess we had a soft good cape as well, but I don't mind the rubber capes. I'm getting used to them again. But yeah, I'm happy I got them. I do recommend picking them up. If you want a Nightfall 667, this is the one to get, because it's more, you know, you can actually, there you go. Yeah, it works. Me, I'll still stick black and gold as my favorite, because I just like black and gold. It really pops when you put it on the shelf. But that's it for today's show. That's it. I'm hopefully not going to give the editor too much to put against me today, because I think after the last episode he kind of learned his lesson. I told him to rewatch the video and to read his contract again. Oh, no comment from the editor. That's not bad. Well, don't forget to tune in for the next show, because next show we're doing Batman New 52. And he seems to have a small head too, but I don't know. It's just, there's something with the inconsistency with McFarlane toys and the actual size of a human head compared to sometimes the body. And before anyone says anything, 'cause I know like someone will mention me, well, it's supposed to look like the comic book artwork from the artist. I know. But if you didn't read that comic book, you look at the figure and you go, well, this one's got a good size normal head. It makes sense. The helmet over human head. It's not a... I won't get into it, okay? I won't get into it. But you want that notification thing for that. And, you know, do me a favor, because the algorithm doesn't like my show. It doesn't, and I won't do any of those tricks that they say to do to get more people to watch your show. To me, I think that's just dishonest. I'm not going to be dishonest. You watch the show because I'm giving you an honest opinion. You get to see my ugly face every time, though. That's the sad part of it. But I give an honest opinion, so it would help the algorithm a little bit if you hit like. If you haven't done already, please subscribe. And definitely comment and share. Out of these three, which one would you rather have on your shelf? Pale blue and gray, color accurate, or black and gold? You let me know in the comments, and share the videos as well. But until the next episode, you got to do your best for your body, your mind, and your emotional well-being to stay healthy. And when you do get a color correct action figure, besides the head being a bit small in your opinion, it's still a good way to stay happy. And last but not least, it's important to me, especially with the Men's Mental Health Month wrapping up, because June is Men's Mental Health, and everyone who knows me knows that's extremely important to me. So if you know someone's going through a hard time, say hi to them. Just let them know they're not alone. Let them know they're not alone. If you know someone who's collecting, hey, you want to surprise them? Get them an action figure. Say, hey, I've been worried about you. Hopefully this cheers you up a little bit. I'm just saying. But with all that saying, if you are one of those guys out there having a hard time, or you're a collector like me and kind of like, it's overwhelming, the cost of these things, you still got to do your best, no matter what. Even a little bit a day, you got to do your best to stay positive. And on that note, we'll see you next time for another episode of On the Peg. And I'm going to warn you right now, there are bloopers. Apparently, I have such a hard time starting this show that most of my bloopers happen for the intros. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just late night filming again. It's just one of those things. And, let's be honest. I do the bloopers for people like Shane who like watching me screw up. And I have screwed up a lot in life. Let's just put it that way. But see you guys next time. Do the like below stuff again. Notification bar, because you don't know when the next episode is going to be. I am not announcing it. It's just going to show up. Boom. Now, there will be, of course, 2 more Batman shows after New 52. We'll be doing Batman/Deadman or Dead Batman or whatever. And, of course, the color-corrected Frank Miller Dark Knight. So you want to definitely tune in for those shows. But until then, enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, enjoy the company of your action figures, and we'll see you next time. Too hot. Hold on. Not comfortable yet. Fucking brain's burning. Welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one. Fucking Jesus. Just Canada. We probably won't get them for a month or 2. It's just one of those things. I want them. I have to wait. So you'll have to wait for that review when I get them. But like I said before, and I lost my train of thought. Welcome back to... Whoa! What's with the head flip? Welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one. Wow, it's always the start of the videos. Welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the one, and I did the head thing again. Batman, armors we've had before, and we'll see if I'm right. If the Azrael armors are bigger heads on the other ones than this one, and that sounded weird. I'm going to take all that over again. Welcome back. What the fuck is with the head?